You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Hello, pet parents. This is Michelle Fern, host of Best Bets for Pets on Pet Life Radio. Okay, for all you cat parents, cat lovers, and for all the cats listening out there, this show is for you. I have such a great product that is going to make, let's say, it's going to make your life a little easier. Well, stay tuned. We'll be right back after this break.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
I love cleaning the litter box, said no one ever. Luckily, there's World's Best Cat Litter, the litter that promises less mess with less litter. Only World's Best Cat Litter uses the concentrated power of corn to quickly trap odors in tight clumps. And quick clumping means you never have to chisel or scrape the box. Less cleanup with less wasted litter? That's a litter bit amazing. Save $2 on World's Best Cat Litter. Visit www.saveonworldsbest.com.
Begging to hear more of your favorite show? Full episodes of all our shows are available on demand. Go to PetLifeRadio.com to fetch our entire lineup of Possum Pet podcasts. Also, dig us up in iHeartRadio and iTunes. Let's talk pets. Live and on demand only from Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to introduce Geoff from World's Best Cat Litter. Welcome, Geoff.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Very excited to have you. So for everyone out there listening, cat litter, if you have a cat, you have to have cat litter. They go hand in hand. World's Best is very different from a lot of the other cat litters out there. Can you tell everybody what makes it different?
Well, we like to say that we have a little bit of a different approach, right? Because your normal traditional clumping cat litters are made out of primarily clay is what people think of. And World's Best Cat Litter is made of naturally absorbent corn, which is a big difference because it's not only a natural product, but the naturally absorbent corn is what allows our product to absorb the smells and really neutralize odor and also clump really tight, which translates into easier litter box cleanup, which everyone loves, right?
Yes, of course. Now, you said corn. Is this like regular corn like that people eat, just corn?
Sure. It's not corn that we want people to eat, obviously, with the litter, but
no, of course.
It's a whole kernel corn, and we have a patented process that we use to really concentrate it into these little granules. And the reality is that if you really look at corn closely, it has this what we call microporous structure. And we're not going to go into tons of details about it, but what that means is it has tons and tons of tiny little pockets. And that's what really allows World's Best Cat Litter to absorb odors and also absorb the liquids and clump tight. So that's where we get our concentrated power.
And another thing that's great, since it is all natural, and who knew corn had such amazing capabilities, but, we've been doing a lot of rescues and a lot of kittens, and I've heard over and over that kittens have a tendency, and sometimes adult cats, and sometimes dogs, to eat cat litter. And the corn, I've heard this so much. World's Best Cat Litter was advised because of the corn, it's all natural, so it's not going to bother the kittens.
Right, exactly. World's Best Cat Litter is really a pet, people, and planet-friendly solution. So, it is made of 100% natural and renewable corn. So, yes, it is ingested. It's not a huge deal. Obviously, if an animal is repeatedly eating anything that it's not supposed to, we recommend you contact a veterinarian or stop using it. But it's not the same as sort of eating a regular type of litter because it is made of corn.
Now, I know World's Best Cat Litter is introducing the Zero Mess, which is the first litter in the advanced series for World's Best Cat Litter. What does this mean? I hear zero mess and cat litter, and I think, what? How does that go together?
Right. Yeah, I mean, let's face it, we all love our cats, and the reality is that cleaning the litter box is, the dirtiest job in cat ownership. And our new advanced series is really dedicated to taking our hallmark concentrated power, meaning you can, get more with less litter, and focusing it towards creating solutions that solve specific problems for cat owners. So the advanced series is really cutting edge in that way, in that our lab people have developed litters using natural ingredients that combine with our concentrated power to solve these problems. And what you were referencing, our zero mess formula, is really focused on that end, which is solving that problem of getting to the litter box and finding that it's not just a one scoop and you're done proposition. It's, you've got litter that you have to scrape or chisel off the bottom of the box. And zero mess is really formulated to solve that problem with 2 times more odor control and 2 times better clumping.
So that's kind of doubly helpful because, one, you have to clean the litter box sometimes daily, sometimes every other day. But then you also have, and it's coming along with spring cleaning where you really need to clean the entire litter box. So that's where you'll get those scraping clumps that stick to the sides and the bottom that are kind of nasty. And the zero mess formula eliminates that?
Yeah, it eliminates that altogether. I mean, this is our absolute best clumping formula that we make. So what that means is that any sort of liquid that gets in there is absorbed super quickly and forms into tight clumps, because what it does is it's combining the concentrated power of our corn with super absorbent plant fibers, and that's sort of the secret sauce that's helping eliminate those cleanup hassles that you just referenced.
Okay, and how does this work as far as compared with, I know that World's Best has a lot less dust, which is nice because everyone hates the dust aspect of cat litter. And the clumping is great because we expanded. We had 1 cat, now we have 3 in our studio, and that's a lot more litter boxes. That's 4 because you're supposed to have 1 litter box per cat and then an extra one. Well, that's a lot of cleaning up. And I've learned a lot about clumping in the past couple of months.
The science of clumping.
Yeah, with these rescues that we've added to our animal crew here and our pet crew. And it clumps together. It is so nice because otherwise you're trying to scoop up little bits. And it makes the job, even the daily, or every other day of cleaning, tedious. But for cleaning out the complete litter box, it makes it just an absolute job that you don't want to do. What I also like about World's Best Cat Litter is you do a lot more with less. It's hard to imagine, but it does. That small bag is enough for a cat for 30 days in their litter box, compared to, in some cases, the box is huge and 5 times as heavy. How do you do that?
Yeah, I mean, that has to do with our concentrated power, which means that because the litter is so high performing in terms of its clumping and its absorption, it means that less of the litter is getting soiled, for lack of a better term, every time the cat's using it. So what that means is that it's forming into tight clumps, and when those tight clumps not only prevent you from having that crumbling that you're talking about and being in the litter box for too long, but it also keeps more of the litter clean each time the cat goes. So that allows the litter to last a long time. So like you said, even some of our smallest bags last 1 cat 30 days. Now you're talking about having a bunch of cats in the studio. The zero mess formulas are multiple cat strength, meaning that they have a great deal of odor control and performance to be able to handle that type of load.
So the new one, you said that you have a zero mess and a zero mess pine scented formula.
Yes.
Is the only difference the scent?
Yeah, the primary difference is that the zero mess uses the concentrated power of corn and the absorbent plant fibers, and the zero mess pine scented adds a blend of real pine ingredients for a gentle, natural scent. So we're not talking about some sort of overpowering perfumey smell. We're talking about a nice pine scent, and we have a lot of cat owners who prefer that type of a smell. So we made a version that offers that.
How wonderful is that? And then there's another benefit, since World's Best Cat Litter is all natural, that is it true that it's flushable?
Yes, World's Best Cat Litter is flushable and septic safe, which means, it eliminates the problem of taking dirty litter and removing it from a litter box and moving it into a trash can where you have another smelly situation somewhere else. So with World's Best, you can just scoop and flush and you're done. So we recommend, obviously, that you do that on an ongoing basis. You're not going to dump your litter box into the toilet, but it is a flushable product. So that's a big benefit for people looking to really just scoop and go.
I think World's Best has a lot of great advantages to something that can deter prospective cat owners from, a lot of people think, I love the kitten, but then I have to get litter box and it's such a mess. Have you found that in, feedback that you've heard from consumers?
Yeah, I think, overall, I think what people love most about World's Best Cat Litter is that it really eliminates that hassle. And our job at World's Best Cat Litter is really to make the person and pet bond stronger. And if we can eliminate those pain points of lingering odors and, that hassle of having to be in your cat's business and cleaning the box, that most of the feedback we get is really that's what they love about World's Best Cat Litter. It just makes life easier and the other thing that they really love about it is this aspect of not having to necessarily lug home these giant bags, boxes, and jugs of litter to get the job done,
So, Geoff,
yes.
Do you have any cats?
Yeah, we have a cat that's a Bengal cat named Tenga.
A male or female?
Female, and a Bengal cat is obviously one of your designer type cats, and she's a little bit crazy and definitely takes on that persona of a wild cat. I could put it that way.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Very, very vocal and very interested in getting into everything. Not your typical cat that wants to spend a lot of time napping and taking it easy. Let's put it that way.
Well, we have Dennis, who is Maine Coon, and he likes to, right now he has a bloody nose, but hopefully it's not a big deal. He's gotten it before. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with him. If he just bumps into stuff or... cats can't pick their nose, so I don't know. It's nothing serious, folks. And we always get him checked by the vet. Maybe he wants a car ride. I have no idea.
Right.
But he's part Maine Coon, and he's huge, and he's one of those cats who just sleeps and chills all day and loves World's Best Cat Litter. Then we have Charlotte, who we kind of call Princess Charlotte, but she's a rescue, but she wasn't really socialized too much, so she likes to hide a lot. And she's had no problem with World's Best Cat Litter as long as it's in her litter box because she doesn't like to share. And then we have Molly, who's our littlest one. She's almost 6 months, and she was introduced to World's Best Cat Litter when she was only, I think, 4 or 5 weeks old because a rescue told me that is the only cat litter to use for kittens and babies because they eat the litter sometimes. So I know for everyone listening, for rescues and everything, this is something that, of course, if they're digesting this in huge amounts, then there's a problem. But sometimes they don't know any better. They're kittens, so they're going to play with it, and they'll chew on it or lick it or something, and no problems, perfectly safe. There was a litter of 3. Molly was one of 3, and there was no problem whatsoever. And she's one of these. She gets into everything, but she gets away with it because she's cute.
Oh, yeah. It really is a solution that's great for people who are looking for a natural and renewable offering because, you never want to sacrifice performance for, taking care of your pets, people, and planet. So that's what we're really proud of is being able to use our science to really put something together that is a high-performing product that, we like to say is eco-superior, meaning that it works really, really great, and then you can feel good about using it because it is safe for pets, people, and the planet.
How can you go wrong with that? Safe for your world. It's pets, people, planet, that's your world. So can't go wrong with that. Now, what do you advise? I've heard different things about cleaning the litter box, like cleaning it thoroughly. Sometimes the cats will not like to go into it if it's too clean. Do you have any recommendations on, I use my World's Best, I'm thrilled, everything clumps out easy. Should I just use like mild soap and water to just really clean it well?
Yeah, I think that, there's obviously you have to go by judgment, but really, all you have to do with World's Best Cat Litter is scoop the box daily. And if a lot of time goes by, you may want to occasionally do a complete dump, but it's much less frequent. And yeah, all you have to do is really take the litter box and wash it out with a gentle soap and make sure you rinse it out well, and then you'll be good. But the benefit is that a lot of the times with some traditional litters is when you go to do that overhaul clean out, you're dealing with that not so nice sediment that's sort of settling at the bottom of the litter box because it's not absorbing fast enough. So with World's Best, you're going to be able to not have to go through that chiseling and scraping process, which makes things a lot easier when you are going to sort of do that spring cleaning, should we say, on the litter box.
Yeah, because I'm sure everybody has a lot of better things to do than scoop stuck on number 1, number 2, stuck on litter at the bottom of their cat litter box.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
World's Best is so much better for that. And I love that when it does clump, it stays together. You don't get all the little pieces, and because those are what the little pieces are, what ends up stuck to the box.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's so great about the Zero Mess, right? And the Advanced Series, it's really purpose-built to take care of that mess by ensuring that no matter how much you love your cat, you want to get in and out quick. And this guarantees that fast and easy cleanup.
Geoff, everybody that's listening, and we reach, global all over the world, but of course, most of our listeners are in North America. Where can people find World's Best Cat Litter?
So World's Best Cat Litter is available in most major retailers and larger pet stores and independent pet stores. Our Advanced Series and the Zero Mess formulas are available in PetSmart and local pet stores. So those are exclusively available at pet stores. So look for those black bags with our iconic black and white cat face, and he'll kind of be staring at you saying, "Bring me home and ditch that mess."
And that's what I did yesterday, because I happened to be at the grocery store and we needed cat litter, and I saw that cat staring at me and I thought, yep, need to take that. And I love how light the bag is. Now, the Advanced Series will be available in more places all the time where they're growing.
The Advanced Series is available exclusively at Pet Specialty. So, PetSmart and your independent local pet stores. So that's where you'll be able to find this purpose-built, easy cleanup litter.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets and talking about World's Best Cat Litter and your new Advanced Series. And I'm so excited to get some of that, because with 3 cats and less litter box cleanup and spring cleaning coming up, I want to make my life easier. And this will make my fur babies having an easier time. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I'd like to thank Geoff for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling us all about World's Best Cat Litter, especially about the Advanced Series with the Zero Mess. I have to get some of that with 3 fur babies, Dennis, Princess Charlotte, and Molly. We need that. We really need that. The less litter, mess, and cleanup, the better. Stay tuned for more great products coming your way.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.